this Friday edition of the Jerry Doyle Show. JD here. Friday, our favorite day of the week. It's just the day before the weekend. We hope you have a good one. And it's been a pleasure spending the past part of the week with you. And we do appreciate you taking the time to be with us here on the program where intellectual anarchy is encouraged and nurtured for now. Jesse producing, Don producing. Oh, that's because he doesn't have his neon green headphones on his ears. I was getting a feedback through your headphones into your microphone. There, now it's gone. Day 2, Neil with us on the program here, doing a fine job yesterday, working his way definitely on the boards again today. Phone number here on the program is 800-876-4123. And the poll question up there for you today, Ion TV, broadcasting the December 27 GOP debate hosted by Donald Trump, announced expansion of their sales force with a new political division. Now, the executives involved have considerable ties to NBC and Goldman Sachs. What do you say to that? It'll be fair and balanced. It'll benefit the voters. It'll help me decide on a candidate. 100% of the people say it's all about. A little late, but it worked. It's all about the Benjamins. What is this? I feel like I got to let me catch up to myself here. I was a little behind there. It's all about the Benjamins. It's all about the money. It's that simple, folks. You can answer it there at the website or here at 800-876-4123. Now, if you follow us on Twitter, I put out a little note this morning, some things we're going to be covering on the program. And I know to the people who send me the email, you don't need to tell me about it because I follow you on Twitter, but some people don't. So some little bullet points about what we're going to go through on the show today. JD's eye on Ion. Republican remoras. You know, the fish that attacks themselves to sharks. Operation Chaos hits home with Republicans, and somebody must have said something to somebody at Fox about Ron Paul's momentum. Because as I was listening to Fox Today and Megyn Kelly's introduction of Ron Paul, there had to be some others at Fox News and some others that watch Fox News that say, wait a minute, isn't Ron Paul crazy? Isn't he that nutty old man? Isn't he that Jew-hating isolationist? When I listened to the introduction that Megyn Kelly did for Ron Paul, Operation Chaos is reigning supreme in the Republican Party.
The main purpose of the Constitution was to limit and restrict the federal government, and the purpose was to protect liberty. This is what the goal should always be in a free society, the protection of individual liberty. It is with those conditions where we as individuals then can strive for excellence and virtue, which is a personal matter. And if you choose not to strive for excellence and virtue, you don't have to, but you can't expect the government to take care of you forever either.
Watch out, Newt Gingrich and Mitt Romney. We are getting word out of Iowa that Ron Paul is now drawing some of the biggest crowds of the primary season. Young, energetic, and enthusiastic voters reportedly finding something they like in his libertarian, smaller government, lower spending message.
I'll be damned. That was Fox?
Who knew? Who knew? You see, but when you're Bill O'Reilly and you dismiss Ron Paul winning the poll, then Ron who? What? Oh, he must be nuts because he didn't get validated on the poll. And when you see NBC and you do the same thing and your news organization after news organization that dismisses the guy, all of a sudden the guy's still a comer, the guy's still got the numbers, the guy's still raising the money, and the other guys that you were cheerleading for are drifting by and going away and collapsing, while all of a sudden, why does this guy have momentum?
Whereas Ron Paul, we disqualified him because his people slammed the poll. You know, we have technology, Bill. You guys. We know what you're doing. We told you not to do it. You did it, so he's disqualified.
What a douchebag. What a douchebag. We told you not to do it, and you did it anyway. So I had a cookie before dinner. It didn't ruin my appetite. Big Bill, to be revered and feared, and how dare you go against Bill O'Reilly. We told you not to vote, and you voted anyway. You exercised your free will. You exercised your free speech. We put a poll question up there. You went to your computer, you clicked on Ron Paul's name, and look what you did. You voted. How dare you screw up what we have here? Where we're looking out for you. No, they're not. They want to sell you keychains and mugs and umbrellas and concert tickets. When you look at this Ion debate, You have to understand what this is all about, folks. These are the money changers in the political temple. Whoever shows up in support of this debate hosted by T-Rump, go past the fact that he's a political chameleon. Go past the fact that his clothes are made in communist China, products that he calls crap. Go past the cinnamon bun hairdo, the serial wives. Go past all that and take a look at why Newsmax, why ION TV, why Donald Trump, and why some people are supporting, some people are attending, and others don't want to have anything to do with it. If you follow the money, you'll understand what these Republican remoras are all about. People who attach themselves to something else for their own benefit. Republican remoras. If you remember back at the time when Rush Limbaugh was up in Operation Chaos, Mr. Sternly, what we'll do is we'll register as Democrats, and then what we'll do is we'll vote, and we'll just skew the numbers, and then what we'll do is we'll affect the outcome of the Republican. As I say that in my formerly nicotine-stained fingers. Guess what, folks? Operation Chaos has come back to the Republican Party. The Operation Chaos chickens have come home to roost. Because now people are going, wait a minute, who's with us? Who's against us? Who's in? Who's out? Don't you understand? Newsmax and ION and Trump and we're all, wait a minute. But he's not going? Why isn't he going? He must be a crazy old man. Oh, but now Mitt Romney's not going? Well, what can we say about Mitt? Well, we like Mitt. Do we like Mitt? He's in. He's out. Not sure. Bachmann, she's not coming either? Oh, my God, what are we going to do? Well, we can dismiss Huntsman. We can dismiss Ron Paul. Because he's a zero. He has no chance of winning. And then you look at who's trying to gin up this whole debate. Who's trying to make this happen? The focus group phony at Fox News, Sean Hannity. I'll be there. Dick Morris urging Mitt Romney to join the debate. The Tea Party Express loves Donald Trump, loves the debate, says candidates must attend. In a love letter to Newt Gingrich and an sidebar to Mitt Romney, they're saying in this Newsmax article that Mitt Romney's snub of the Trump debate seals Romney's fate in Florida. And a love letter to Newt Gingrich. I love it. I love it. Operation Chaos has come home to the Republican Party. Jesse's calling up candidates, calling up consultants, calling up hoaxmen and spokespersons, and they don't know what to say when Jesse calls them. Is he for the debate or is he against the debate? Is he support Trump or does he like this? What about that? What's his position on this? Now they're looking at us like we're candidates for people that they might want to spend time with when they're the candidates who should come on and answer our questions. They want to know, are they with us or are they against us? Who are they for? Who are they against? Am I going to have a friendly interview? Am I going to have an adversarial interview? I don't do gotcha interviews on the program. But they don't know where to turn. They're confused. It's chaotic. It's messy. And that's exactly what the Republican Party needs. That's exactly what the Republican Party needs. Because the people who are for this debate, when you see who shows up, when you see who supports this debate, when you see all those faces assembled, trying to make this something other than what it is, which is a complete fiasco, then you'll know the assemblage of everything that's wrong with the Republican Party and everyone who has contributed to undermining the Republican Party, the party that I used to be a member of, lifelong member, congressional nominee, California's 24th district back in 2000. You'll know everything you need to know about why the Republicans keep losing the White House, why they keep losing power, and why the Democrats seem to keep able to get things done. When I look at all these phonies, when all these money changers in the temple that are selling God and the family and religion and anti-abortion and blah, 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 you just do the math, folks. You do the math. Who's winning? Who's winning out there? Oh, it's all about we have to focus on the family. Really? How'd that work out for us? Record number of kids born into homes without a father. So much for the family. Well, we're going to overturn Roe v. Wade. 33 million kids aborted in their promise to overturn Roe v. Wade. Well, we have to make sure that we institute fiscal conservative principles, and we have to balance the budget, and we have to be responsible to the taxpayers. Doubling of the debt under George Bush from $5 to $10 trillion. We have to sign these pledges that there'll be no new taxes. How's that working out? We have to make sure that Acorn doesn't steal elections. They do. Everything that these frauds, these money changers, these Republican remorers are making their living off and making lots of do-re-mi. How good are what they do? What have they done for the Republican Party? What have they done for the country? And who's winning the battle, folks? How do we get $15 trillion in debt? How do we get $100 trillion of unfunded liabilities? You're going to lay that all at the feet of Obama? He's not that good. How do we have 12 million illegals in this country? Because Obama won't secure the border? He's not that good. He's not that powerful. These phonies, these money changers need to be thrown out of the temple. And this debate on December 27th will bring front and center everything you need to know about why the Republicans keep throwing up loser candidates and trying to buy votes with social issues.
The Jerry Doyle Show.
Ion TV. I got my eye on Ion TV. Ion Media Networks announced that it is adding a political division to its sales team beginning December 1st. Robert Russo and William O'Shea will join Ion as vice presidents of political sales. The announcement was made by Brandon Burgess, the CEO of Ion Media Networks. Russo and O'Shea will be responsible for selling airtime for political advertising nationally on the Ion television network. Brandon Burgess comes to us by way of NBC and Goldman Sachs. Now, NBC has a show called The Apprentice, which is hosted by who? Donald T. I Make My Clothes in China Trump. It's all about the Benjamins, folks. 800-876-4123. Join me.
Jerry Doyle.